So before the London session or NY session start, you should have that power to understand the price action and scenario of the day with the Asia session scenario. So welcome YouTube. In this video, I'll be going to give you 4 different Asia scenarios that happening a lot in the market, which before the London session start, which is the Asia session movement that you can understand what's going to be happen on the NY or London session, which is going to be help you to pretty much understand the scenario of the day. So let's start. So first of all, as we know, the high and low of the Asia session is a pool of liquidity. But what is the logic behind this? Why everyone or in every concept that you're gonna hear that, oh, Asia session is Asia session is liquidity, don't trade Asia session. So the reason is so easy. We have breakout traders. So we know we have a bunch of retail traders in a bunch of styles. We have breakout traders that they expect that if Asia breaks the high, the market will become bullish for that day. So they place a buy stop orders at the Asia high and wait for a breakout and an upside move as shown by the red line. So let's say here is the Asia session, right? So what they're gonna say, okay, they're gonna put a let's say buy a stop order here, and they believe if first price break the, let's say, Asia high, so the market is going to be bullish for that day. So they're gonna put a buy stop at the, let's say, Asia high, and pretty much they believe the market gonna go up and they can make profit. Or even the opposite, so they believe if the market breaks the low, so what they're gonna do, they're gonna put let's say the sell stop order here. So they believe if market break the Asia low, what's gonna be happen is market is going to be bearish for the day, so they can think they can make profit. So that reason we're gonna say, okay, above the Asia high and below the Asia low, we have bunch of sell stop orders and bunch of liquidity. So that reason we're gonna see some days the market gonna take the Asia high, Asia low, and sweep the liquidity and start a huge movement that you're gonna understand why in this video. So now we understand the logic behind the let's say the Asia high or Asia low liquidity. The reason is the breakout traders. So let's move on. Okay, let me just go to the next page. So we're going to talk about the first scenario. First, I'm going to teach you the diagram, and after that, we are going to dive into the chart, and we're going to show you example. And also, we're going to show the example also how we can catch a trade with these scenarios. The first scenario is when the major trend is bearish, and if the market breaks the Asia high during the London key zone or London session open. So by the way, are we going to put the London key zone or London session in the comments or in the description? So in the UK time zone, the time that I use, so you can easily use that. So we can expect the price to touch the high time frame POI or key level. So if you don't know what is the key level or what is the high time frame POI, I just made a mini course about that I'm going to put the link on the description that you can watch that full mini course. I just explained what is the key level and high time frame POI. So we can expect the price to touch the high time frame POI or key level and start reversing. Anyone can also follow this pattern and shown in the diagram. So before that, I'm not going to talk about the London session or this NY session. If you want to, I talk about the NY session or London session stuff. Just let me know in the comments. But don't forget, the NY session is going to be end up in the 2 scenario. Every day, just the London NY session is going to be end up in 2 scenario. Continuation of the London session or reversal of London session. That I'm going to show you example. But right now we're talking about the Asia. So what's that mean? If the major trend is bearish, and if the markets break out the Asia high, so pretty much that we understand there's a bunch of retail traders putting their buy stop orders. So the market gonna break out the Asia high. So all those retail traders are in profit. And if during the London key zone open and the London session open, price up to the high time frame POI or key level, okay, daily key level or 4-hour or 1-hour key level, what we can expect? To price can start to reverse. So market needs. Okay, so the market makers, what the market maker is going to do for the retail traders, they're going to give the dopamine to them, right? The adrenaline to them. So they're going to give them a little bit profit to them, and they're going to sweep the liquidity, right? So it's going to be the same scenario here. All of the retail traders are going to look for buy and put their buy stop here. So once the market is going to break out this, all of them are profit on the London key zone session, London session open, okay? All of them going to be in the profit. Then price going to tap to the, let's say, the high time frame key level or high time frame POI, then going to start reversing and take on the, let's say Asia low also. And also in the bearish diagram is going to be the same. So if the major trend is bullish And if first price take out the, let's say, Asia low during the London session kill zone, or London pretty much kill zone open, or London session open, tap to the high time frame key level or high time frame POI, what we can expect, a reversal. So all of the retail traders here is going to be the little profit, and guess what, they're going to be break even or stop loss. So this is Asia scenario number 1. Let's dive into the scenario number 2. I'll be going to show all the example of all those scenarios, no worries. So the scenario number 2 is when the major trend is bearish and Asia forms a strong high in 1 hour or 4 hour, we often see the price creating an order block or unmitigated weak. So during the London kill zone or London session open, we can expect the price reacting to let's say these levels, possibly retracing, let's say, from the Asia high. Okay, NY can also continue this trend. Then we can wait for confirmation entry, and remember, these movement must be happen on the London kill zone or London session open. So what's that mean? If the major trend is bullish, and pretty much if the Asia session create a strong low. So what is the strong low? Stop hunt, break off market structure. It's a QM, bullish QM formation. Okay, and pretty much if our high time frame key level or high time frame POI pretty much match with the strong low that we have in the Asia here, and you're gonna see in the 4 hour or 1 hour, these areas going to be the order block or unmitigated weak. So what we can expect during the London key zone open or London session open, price tap to this area and start reversing, right? And also same thing for the bearish diagram. So if the major trend is bearish, okay, and Asia session forms a bearish QM. So what I mean from a bearish QM, stop hunt, break off market structure from the swing highs and swing lows here. And during the London, okay, and also you're gonna see the high time frame key levels is going to be matched with this area, and the low time frame for sure you're gonna see a 4 hour or 1 hour unmitigated weak or 4 hour or 1 hour order block. So we can expect London during the London key zone or London session open, price tap to this area and start reversing, right? So this is going to be the Asia scenario number 2. So let's dive into the Asia scenario number 3, which that is one of the important scenarios that we can face, let's say 70% of the time during the week. So when we have the high impact news, okay, we can expect the scenario number 1. So what was the scenario number 1? To price take the Asia high, tap to the high time frame, let's say key level, and start to reversing. And the same thing on the bearish diagram. So pretty much price tap to the, let's say, take out the Asia low, the major trend is bullish, tap to the key level and start. We can expect that. Once we have a major news, we can expect that. But what we can expect, the news drives the major move. Remember, if we have a high impact news in a, let's say, NY, so what's going to be happen? The major move going to be happen over there. Why? Because the most of the volume is going to be pretty much released on the high impact news, isn't it? So during the news day, trading during London can be risky. I'll be going to tell you why. It's best to forget about the London session and wait for the main move. On a news day, the price tends to move the opposite, okay, to clear out the manipulation and create the liquidity for NY. When the high impact news arrives, NY can take the London high and pretty much start to move the, let's say the major move, okay? So what's that mean? Let's say, okay, we're gonna start our day, Asia session finish, and we have a high impact news on the NY session, right? So when I say high impact news, guys, you're gonna see sometimes we have a high impact news, a red news. Let's say I'm talking about, let's say on the USD, for example. When I'm talking about the Euro USD, JPY USD, these main pairs, right? And you're gonna see sometimes the major news doesn't gonna make any bunch of difference, but we have some type of the major news like a CPI, NFP, these let's say Paul speaking. So these important news we can expect, and we in the past of the market we saw this major moves gonna pretty much, these major news gonna have at least gonna give us the huge candles, right, or huge volumes to the market. So I'm talking about these news. So let's say on the NY we have high impact news, right? So what's going to be happen here? It's so interesting. This is going to be happen a lot of time on the market. So what's going to be happen is, first, what price going to do in the London session or London kill zone open, price going to take the Asia low, for example, let's say in the bearish diagram, and there is going to be bunch of retail traders that are going to start to pretty much, they have a sell stop order, and after that, let's say after the London session open, volumes start to be finished, those important time. So the market is going to be a little bit choppy over there, I mean before the news, right? And here that's so important because the smart money trader is going to say, okay, pretty much we have a break of market structure to downside here. So the smart money traders, so they're going to look for the, let's say, order block that create a break of market structure. So they're going to say, okay, here is the order block that creates this break of market structure. What they can expect to price tap here and start to reversal. I mean, pretty much this reversal they expect to happen on the, let's say, NY. And also, guess what? We have, let's say, trend line traders or the retail traders that are looking for the trend line respect here. So what they're going to say, okay, price take these stuff and we can start a reversal. But this is not going to be happen. On the NY, once the news release, the first, also we have kind of the bunch of the retail traders, what they're going to do, they're looking for buys here, okay? So the market going to take these both buy. So that reason I don't recommend to trade in London, because you are, if you catch this beautiful trade here, okay? So let's say, yeah, the scenario number 2, price create the Asia high, I mean a strong high, price tap to this area, start to reverse. So if you catch this, you should quit so fast. So before the news release, because you are catching the, let's say, that move that's going to be formed the manipulation. So if you want to catch that trade, good. Just don't hold it. Okay, don't hold it. So what's going to be happen on the NY? Price going to take both side liquidity, right? So what they're going to do, pretty much the first, once the news happen, you're going to see first, if price wants to go up, first price going to take the liquidity, then start to go up like a, let's say, rocket. So it's going to be take the Asia low here first. So all of the, let's say, retail traders here is going to be the liquidity, and then start to go up and take all of those liquidity, right? So also in the bearish diagram, what's going to be happen? Let's say price on the London session start to go up, create a break of market structure. All the retail traders, smart money traders, going to say, there is a good area for buy here, because this order block break the market structure or shift in trend. So they're going to look for buy here. So all the retail traders going to say, okay, the trend line respect, we can buy here. So once the news release, what's price going to do at the 90% of time, 80% of the time, price going to take the, let's say, these liquidities first here, because there is going to be also a bunch of the traders, they're going to look for, let's say, sell here. Let's say we can have a, let's say, support and resistance level or anything here that they are looking for sell here. They're going to take those traders and then start to reversal and take all of these liquidities, right? So that reason scenario number 3, if you can understand the market structure of that day, and if you can understand the scenario number 3, you can easily snipe these entries. So I'm going to teach you how. Now let's dive into the scenario number 4. So in the scenario number 4, sometimes the price start moving, let's say, you know, I'm not gonna say choppy, but you're gonna see the Asia session start to move like this. I mean, just start to go up, you know, just the bullish market, the boring market structure, or Asia session move a lot. You're gonna see a bunch of huge volume candles on the Asia session that's forming. So on that time, I don't recommend to trade these days. Or let's imagine this is a Euro USD. So Asia session finish, you're gonna see Asia moved a lot. You're gonna see huge bullish candle, or opposite, a huge bearish candle. So boring movements to the upside, you know. So what's going to be happening on these days? Pretty much, I don't recommend to trade these days. Just move to another pair, you know, that have a, let's say, good or beautiful formation of the Asia, and the price gonna just, a lot of time price gonna just start in the London, just start to go up, and the NY is going to be the same. So boring for you. So you, as a day trader, you can't find any good opportunity on these days. So I'm going to show you an example, and I personally don't recommend these days. Once I have a scenario number 4, I don't trade these days, at least London session, but you can just move to the other pair. So now let's dive into the example. I'm going to show you some example in the chart for each scenarios that you can understand what I'm meaning. So let's start with the scenario number 1 example. So first of all, are we going to take a look to the market structure? So let me just make sure. Okay, so we're going to go to the daily pretty much time frame. What I see here is a bullish market structure that is great, but I can see the previous candle. I'm going to talk about the 22 August Tuesday. So the pretty much the Wednesday candle tap to this hidden base. I know we are in the bullish market structure, but if you want to know my perspective of the bullish, the market structure, how I can pretty much identify the key levels in the market structure and my ranges, just look for another mini course that I put in the link in the description. So what's going to be happen? What we can see, the previous candle tapped to this hidden base here as a key level, but what we can see, price failed to create that reaction from these area. And we can see price didn't close with the bearish candle. So that means price failed to give us the reaction. And what we can expect, I know in the long term we are bullish. So if you want to take a look for the market structure as a long term, you're going to say, oh yeah, I mean, you know, it's a bullish, so I'm going to look for buys around here. But you're going to miss that move of the day. Those retracement you're going to miss because you are a day trader. So the day trader mindset is going to be like this. I don't care about the long term. I just care about the live price action. So what we can see, price tap to the key level, failed to give us the reaction that we want, even as an obstacle, right? So what we can expect, the next day can be a retracement. Yeah, we are in the bullish market structure. That's great. I know we just break the high, we're in the bullish market structure, but we can expect a retracement from here, right? So this retracement can just be full of the day, right? This can be the full movement of the day. So if you are looking for buy, bro, you're going to get a stop loss here if you are going to be aggressive, or you should wait for the next day. So you should use this live price action. So price tapped here, failed to give us the reaction. So I'm going to say, where is my open area? The formula that I'm using for my key level here. So here is going to be the Asia session, is going to be open. So what is the nearest POI above this? So the nearest POI above this that I can see is a 50% of this unmitigated week, because this unmitigated week is going to be mitigated automatically on the Asia session. So I'm looking for the nearest unmitigated week. I'm looking for the nearest key level above and below. Okay, above and below the open area. So there's going to be the 50% for me here. Unmitigated week, as I told you, just take a look to the mini course that I created about the key levels. You can understand this so well. And what is the obstacle that I have below? This is going to be this hidden base here as my obstacle for today price action. So what I can expect, once price open in Asia session, price can first tap to this area, then tap to this area, just give you a re-entry, and we can have the retracement. Or second scenario can be this, price tap to the obstacle first, can start to go up and pretty much give me the reaction. So now let's go to the Asia session. I'm going to talk about the Asia session right now. So let's say we're going to wait for the Asia session finish. Oh, these lines are too long. Let me just... So I'm going to play the Asia session. Okay, so what can I see here? Take a look. What can I see here is pretty much scenario number one. The major trend is bearish. I have a key level above my Asia high. So what can I expect? The price take the Asia high, tap to this key level, and start to reverse, right? Now let's take a look. See, this is the London key zone open, 7 a.m., pretty much UK time zone. And also this is a London key zone open, and the London session for me it's 8 a.m. I know a lot of you guys are gonna say, but Ibo, the correct time is this. This is the time that I use. There is a bunch of data about the different times, but you know, it's depend on you. But these are the time that I'm using and my student using. So what we can expect, pretty much price tap to this area, take this high. So there is going to be a bunch of the retail traders. They're gonna look for buy here, okay. And what we can see, price tap to the key level. So what we can expect, let's go with the 5 pip stop loss, and there's going to be obstacle. Let's say we can go with the Asia low, the best and the safest target, and you can easily see how price respective scenarios. Scenario number one, tap to the obstacle, gonna give us a little retracement from here, you know, for a re-entry, because this is an obstacle and continuous bearish movement. And the NY, as I told you, can be continuation. See, NY just retrace, didn't take those highs and respect it and pretty much continue this. So this is the Asia scenario number one. So once you have a key level above your Asia high or Asia low, and the major trend is the bearish, let's say in this scenario, so what we can expect, to price take the Asia high, active the orders of the retail traders here, tap to this area and start to reverse. So these Asia sessions gonna give you a, let's say, clear perspective of what's gonna be happen. So first of all, let me just talk like this, guys. These scenarios are not 100%, but these scenarios and these knowledge, because nothing in this forex industry is going to be 100%. All of these are knowledge, right? So what are you going to do? You are not going to say, okay, so why does this happen, for example, 100% of the time? No, that's not going to be happen, my friend. You should understand these are not 100%, but the most of the time these are happening. So these Asia session scenarios is going to give you clear perspective to what's going to be happen on the NY or London session, that you can also approach them. Now let's go for the Asia scenario number 2. So now let's dive into the Asia scenario number 2. So what we can see here, first we're going to take a look at the market structure. What we can see, this bearish candle, pretty much we're going to talk about the 2nd of August, Friday. So we're going to take a look to the previous candle. So previous candle, pretty much we can see price tap to this unmitigated week, give us the reaction, come down, and where did price just tap? We can see price tap to this breaker block, and also we can call it as a support and resistance as a key level, these areas here. And again, this area, this candle failed to give us a reaction. So what we can expect, and also I think here is going to be the weekly key level, and no, it's yeah, this is also, if you take a look, this is a beautiful weekly key level here. Okay, so what we can expect? So let's say the 1st August candle failed to give us the reaction from this key level. When I say the reaction, beautiful bullish candle, right? So price tap to here, value meant day finish. So what we can expect? Continuation from the next day. Now the next day candle is going to be open from here because this is a bearish candle, right? So the unmitigated week is going to be this unmitigated week is going to be automatically mitigated in the Asia session. So let me just check even if the 50% is going to be mitigated or not. Yeah, even the 50% is get mitigated. So I'm gonna play the Asia session here. Okay, so because we can't go for the down key levels, in the low time frame, because these are going to be too far away, and what we are expecting a reaction from these key levels and a continuation. So unfortunately, the 50% of that unmitigated week is getting also pretty much mitigated on the Asia sessions. So what I'm gonna do, as I told you, we're gonna come down to the low time frame. Here is the open area of the day. What is the nearest POI? You're gonna do the same thing again. Don't overthink in the high time frame. If you start to overthinking in any time frame, just drop down to a low time frame. So here is going to be the open area of the day. What is the nearest unmitigated POI below this open area? Okay, so if you watch my mini course, you're gonna understand. I teach all of the key levels, how you're gonna find the key levels, the type of the key levels. So there's the nearest unmitigated POI below this. We have this order block. This is the nearest one. We can't take the unmitigated, these unmitigated, because these are too far away and these are not the nearest unmitigated POI, right? So the nearest unmitigated POI is going to be this order block. Yeah, for sure, you can take the whole of the order block or you can take the body. So the difference is going to be the volume. I take the body area here, right? So that's going to be our pro POI, because the major trend, what we can expect, a reaction to upside for these days. Even if the whole of the market structure is going to be bearish, so what we can expect, it's going to be just a let's say continuation. So I don't know why my trading view is thought to do this. Let me just create this internet connection. I'm gonna continue the video. So let's back on the stage. So yep, here is going to be the key level that we have, and let's see what's going to be happening. For sure, it's going to be the pro POI because of the market structure, and we can see price tapped in and start to react from this. Okay, the best thing is putting the stop loss below this, and best target is here, and also we can target these highs also. And what we can see, price respect the Asia low, because the scenario number 2 that we had. I think I shared this trade in my Discord mentorship. Let me just check it out real quick. So it was a 2 August, right? Yeah, it's a 2 August, because I remember this price action. So this is 31, profit, live profit, missed trades. Yep. So EU and GU. So it's my point of view for the today market. So I just showed a live point of view with the students. EU A+. Yeah, as you can see in the video, I talk with the student on marquee levels, and I say this is going to be the obstacle. Price, this is going to be the Asia low. Pretty much this Asia low is going to be the strong low. Price tapped here, start to go up, and what we can see, pretty much price tapped in and start to go up, and this is going to be the pretty much the trade that I catch. Now let me see the student result of this. Let me see if any student catch this trade or not. We're gonna go to the 2nd August. This is a 19 August. Oh, gonna go up. A lot of students makes money over the yep, 2nd August. So this is the 1st August. Okay, yeah, this was my trade, and this was the MT4 that I catch. Made me around 200 400 British bond. Student result, MT4, student result, student buy, student stack, student buy here, MT4 proof, student buy, and yep. So that was a clean. So we're gonna get back in the stage. So this is going to be the second scenario. Now let's talk about the third scenario, which that is so important. So let's dive into the third scenario. It's going to be the high impact news. So as you can see here, the 23rd of August and the USD pair, we had a 3 p.m. Fed Chair Powell speaks, which that is going to be the high impact news for us. We can expect a lot of major move at these type of the news. So what I told you, the major, first of all, what is the pretty much the market structure? What we can see, the market structure. Yeah, if you remember, this was for scenario number 1. So pretty much price, does retracement beyond the bullish market structure, right? And also, because Asia session open here, price mitigate all of this. What we can expect, let's say, key level below this. Just close this here real quick. And I think this is going to be the open area here for me. Okay, it's going to daily open. Okay. And what is the nearest PI that we have below this? It's this unmitigated week. Or even we can refine this to this type of the order block here. So what we can see on the, first of all, on the NY, pretty much on the London session, prices start to take the Asia high. So a bunch of retail traders here, orders activated in the stop loss, right? Let's just keep continue. So now on, let's say here is going to be the news. This the time is going to be the news happen. So what we can see, a break of market structure downside. So a lot of smart money traders are going to stop to sell here. They're going to say, oh, order flow. They're going to start to sell here. Pretty much this area tap, the volume just changed to this area. And this is going to be the unmitigated order block for them. They're going to start to sell here. And what they believe, price take all of these stuff, right? And also, if you take a look, the retail trader is going to start to look for sell here. The trend line trader is looking for sell here, right? So let's see what's going to be happen. News release, right? So as you can see, before news happens, price take all those traders that are looking for buy here, right? With one huge candle and start to take them all. Right? This is going to be the Asia scenario number 3. So now what I mean to don't trade London at these times, it's going to be, bro, yeah, you can catch this, to be honest. I think here we had a daily obstacle. Yeah, we can see price tap to the breaker block. And start to give us the, let's say, reversal. Not this, my bad. This area of the breaker block. Yeah, give us the reversal. You can catch this. You can also wait for confirmation tree. But the best thing that you can target is this A shield, you know? Even if you catch a trade here, this is going to be your target, the maximum target. So don't aim for more. So that reason, my minimum risk to reward, the strategy that I teach my 600 students, it's minimum 4 risk to reward. So it's not going to make sense, you know. I personally, I'm going to avoid this. I'm going to catch this, for example. And for sure, this is going to be our range, strong low, weak high, and we can easily catch this. In this video, I'm not going to dive into more in the ranges. Now let's dive into the Asia scenario number 4. So now if you take a look at this, you can see Asia session moved a lot. Most of these scenarios happen in the AUD USD, but if you see this movement on the Euro US and GBP USD, the chance that's going to be happening is going to a lot. So what's going to be happening, you're going to see the price to start to move a lot on the Asia session, right? Huge volume candle, you know, no retracement, no liquidity build. And once you play it in the London session, what you're going to see? A boring movement to the upside all day. So if you're a day trader, you know, unfortunately, you can't catch any good opportunity on these days. I'm talking about my strategy, but for scalpers, this is going to be a good opportunity to stack in the low time frames and pretty much catch the, let's say, retracement again, stack, you know. But these are going to be the Asia scenario number 4. At least avoid London session because you're wasting your time and no one's like to waste this time, you know, once you don't have any good move. So I hope you learned this, and I hope this is going to be helpful for you guys. I try to explain it fast as possible. You know, if my conversation is so fast, my talking is so fast, so you can take the speed video up to, let's say, 0.5, but a little bit low. Because if I want to speak so slow, it's going to be the 1 hour video, to be honest. So also, I just put let's say this PDF, the HS scenario PDF for you for free. Link in the description. You're just gonna put your email and you're gonna access it free. So at the, let's say, the price, you're gonna put 0. If you want to put any price that you want, all the money is going to be charity. I don't need it, thank you. And there's going to be the free content for you guys to learn and improve your trading journey. In my channel, YouTube channel, you're gonna see a lot of videos, educational video. So, and even if you would like to join my Discord mentorship, I'm just gonna give you a quick review here about my Discord mentorship. So in my Discord mentorship, what you're going to access, so you're going to get funded in 90-day guarantee, right? 90-day guarantee, you're going to access to the 90-day roadmap. So you're going to learn the strategy step by step, pass your funded account. So, and also we had not bunch of students, we have some students that just pass in 1.5 months. It's all about your hard work. So what you're going to access, you're going to access to 3 different programs, 3 different strategies that's following the range trading and liquidity inducement. And you're going to access to the learn and earn, me and other coaches, let's say, trade ideas. So I'm sharing my trade ideas every day with the video live on the market. We're gonna have a 6 call per week back testing live trading session, and we're gonna have a community, let's say pretty much active community, that they are hungry for money. They are so ready to just break the market, let's say. And those students going also affecting your trading journey. It's so important to have a group of community that's gonna got your back, help you in your trading journey. You're gonna access to the recording to all of the backtest sessions that we had, and you can ask me a question direct from me. We have a self-improvement. We have let's say a lot of fun channels here. These are 3 different programs. And also recently I just started prop frame pass that I think we are on this day 7 right now. I'm just bought a prop frame and I'm just showing the, let's say, trades in the trade idea, and I just pass it. I'm showing everything to student, which that is possible. So if you want to join, the link is in the description. Not the description, I'm sorry, in the description. You can easily join for that. And if you want to take a one-on-one coaching, a VIP coaching with me, and you want to just get past your funded account with me in a 3-month program, you can easily hit me from an Instagram. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram, join my Telegram channel, and also follow my YouTube channel. Hope you like it. If you have any question, you can put in your question in the comments. And that's it. Hope you have a good day.